Hi there, my name's David Langmuir and welcome to Minoru Place Senior Center. I've been the chef here for 8 months and really love it. I've got a great set of volunteers that help out here and really good staff. We do all sorts of desserts and pies and entree. So my story today is I'm going to tell you about my secret pecan pie recipe. There's really no secret to it. We're going to fully share the recipe with everybody here, and you can try it at home, and I hope it works out well for you. It's pretty straightforward. The reason I call it the secret pecan pie recipe, though, is because I've worked with 3 different people throughout my career that have tried this recipe, and they always claim it's a secret pecan pie recipe because it doesn't really work out quite the same for them. And so I've got all the ingredients, which we'll go through, and I'll tell you how to do it, and hopefully it works out well for you too. Twist to the story is the chef that gave me this recipe told me about a chef that he worked with earlier in his career that would go into the kitchen at night and make the secret chocolate mousse recipe, and wouldn't share the recipe with anybody. So the chef that gave me the recipe said he'd happily share the recipe because it was freely given to him and he likes to share all his recipes. So I've always tried to do that, throughout my career as well, and so hope you enjoy it and hope it works out well for you too. So the ingredients we have in the pie are 1 9-inch unsweetened pie dough crust, a shell that you can buy at any grocery store. It's a good idea to just squish up the edges a little bit. That tends not to overcook and not be so fragile when you're cooking it. We have 3 whole eggs, half a cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of golden corn syrup, 1/3 of a cup of butter unsalted, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and also, of course, the pecans. 1 cup plus 1/4 cup of pecans, which are raw. You can usually purchase them raw or roasted. If they're raw, you'll need to roast them in the 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes and chop them nice and small for the pie. So the first thing you want to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Mix your eggs, first of all, with the sugar until it's now nice and smooth and creamy. Then you whisk in the corn syrup, the melted warm butter. It's important that it's warm because it helps melt the sugar a little bit. The vanilla and the salt, and mix well until everything's nicely combined. Then you stir in the pecans and fill the pie shell with all of this mixture that you've now mixed together, and place it into the bottom shelf of the preheated oven. Usually after about 15 minutes you'll need to open up the oven and turn it 180 degrees just to ensure an even cooking, and bake it for another 15 to 25 minutes until it's golden brown and just starting to set firm. You can check to see if it's cooked by just grabbing the edge of the pie carefully with some oven mitts and wiggling it back and forth, and when it looks nice and firm and it's a nice golden brown, you'll know it's cooked. Just cool it down, take it out and cool it down room temperature for a couple of hours, and it's delicious if you serve it with some whipped cream or maybe some vanilla ice cream, or maybe both if you like. So I hope it works out well for you, and that's my story of the secret pecan pie.